Yes, hello guys, and welcome to another video today. Today I'm going to be talking about one important thing. Everyone talks about signing players and closing deals, but the real power of a football agent is always comes from networking with a club. No contact, no career. So I'm licensed FIFA agent. I'm going to be telling you a lot of things about this. So sit tight and take a pen and paper for you're going to get a very important information about this, and what you're going to learn along the line is going to help you with your agent career. So let's go. Yeah. So normally the problem here is always most new agents fail because they focus on finding players. You see someone just gets his license, he just wakes up, okay, let me start looking for players. But they fail to understand that without the right people inside clubs, you cannot sign players inside football. You cannot pass the first door. You cannot get your players inside the clubs. So you cannot. So first, you have to build that first thing, that first barrier, which is connection with clubs. Most people just focus on, okay, now I have an agent. They jump. Now I'm an agent. They jump looking for players. Okay, yes, there are always thousands of players. You are going to get the players. So and next, what happened? So clubs don't just trust anyone. You have to know that, guys. They work with agents who have built credibility, consistency, communication over time. Because this is a huge business. They don't just go and say, oh, you pick the phone and ring them and they say, okay, this is this, and they start working with you. It doesn't work like that. They have people that these are professional clubs. So they must have been working in a professional environment. Think of it for 20, 30, many years. So they have people that they turn on to when they need problem. So for you to be able to break that barrier, you must take something special to be able to talk to them and they listen to you. That's how it happens. So as I said, your job is a relationship job. You have to build a relationship with the clubs. Being an agent isn't just about players. You have to know that. It's about understanding clubs' needs. Your job is a long-term relationship with who? Sporting director. As an agent, you have to learn how to have sporting directors contacts in your phone. Head coaches, very important. Scouts, very important. Club CEOs, very important. And that will start adding value to your network and in your favor when you start having these people's contact. Start with lower clubs and local clubs. This is very important when you're beginning, when you're an agent. I have to insist this. So I hope you are judging small. Start with local clubs around your area. If you're new, don't chase Manchester United, don't chase Real Madrid, don't chase Barcelona. Remember, start with local clubs, under 19, under 16 teams, lower division clubs. Look for hidden gems there. That is your market. Look for hidden. It's so important. They are more open to discovering talent and building trust with new agents. You have to remember that this is a key thing I'm telling you. They are more open. So those are things that many people don't know. And when you're building this network, help them find players they need. Then you start building your network. You're going to start, because they will start seeing your job. I mean, your work from when you find hidden gem, bring it to those clubs. And when the hidden gem maybe go to another place, they will start knowing that this guy knows what he's doing. When you start finding those players at those points, those clubs will start remembering you and you start getting recommendation. Even the local clubs have connection with many top clubs because they are the feeder clubs to top clubs. So this is how you build you will not know, but you keep building yourself. Offer what clubs actually need. That's very important. So you have to do a lot of research. Don't just sit and say, I'm an agent now. Okay, I have to go and let me look for players. Then I can just send to this club. You have to make your research about a club to be a top agent. Most top agents know what, let's say, Real Madrid needs, know what Valencia needs, know what this club needs, because they do research. They know that this system they are playing, this person can be a fit to that system. Clubs don't need someone clubs don't want someone who spams them a lot with emails. They're not going to reply to you. You have to know that, because these people are busy professionals. So look for players that fit their budget. You have to know also. So this is something. So take a pen. Look for players that fit club's budget. Look for players that match their tactical style. Look for players with the right character. So these are things you have to look for clear and also be clear and communicate with them honestly. When you show clubs that you understand their profile, they will take your calls and they'll make you serious. They'll take you serious. So let's start. Let's give this networking this presentation. I mean this kind of let me give this opening pitch word. Let's take for example you were talking to a sporting director and you said this. You said, okay, let's take for example the sporting director's name is John, and you say, hello John, my name is da 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 da. I am a football agent and I have 15 players. They are very good players and they can make your club better. So check them. These are the players. Okay, you send your videos and everything. Okay, let's take this other part. Yeah. Hello, my name is da da da, and I am a football agent. Actually, last week I was watching your the past 3 games. I've been watching your games. You have played against this opponent, against this opponent, against this opponent, and I discovered that most of the goals you considered came from this position. I've also discovered that when I've been watching a couple of training sessions, you like to play in a 4-3-3 system. And in that 4-3-3 system, I see when most of the coaches they want the right back to be more offensive, or to be when the ball is up at the striker, they want the right back should be like wing backs. And I saw that also most of you are looking always for ball playing midfielders, but due to this, I have some players on my list that I told because I've seen the system you play. I would like you to have a look have a look on this. So that is not even well said. But who do you think the sporting director? Which message do you think the sporting director is going to check? Of course, the second one. Although your pitch has to be short and precise. When you pitch into a football club, it has to be short and precise. Those are networking skills that you still need to learn to be a football agent, because to be a football agent, you have to have a lot of networking skills to be able to pitch short and precise. So I give an example. This is not a network class, but I'm just trying to give an example. They say in networking, trying to pitch to someone, you should be able to say everything you have to say in 1 minute. That's yourself and all your product, whatsoever you want to offer in 1 minute, because people don't have time in life these days. So if you can be able to say, and your first line should be able to be very captivative, that it attracts the interest of the person. So within your first line, you have to say the problem you're solving already in the first line, so that it makes the person say, okay, let me wait and listen again, then before you go on. So but anyways, within those two messages I was saying, you see how that the second person will be even given a little bit of listening ears, because it shows that the sporting director will be saying that no, this person actually has done his homework. He has listened to us. I mean, he knows that this is our problem, and he has been watching a couple of our games, and he has been coming to the training session. So he opened that. If you write, let's say 3 or 4, majority will open that because they see, okay, this guy actually has been coming to our practice session. He has been seeing what our problems are. So that's one very important thing that I'm teaching you guys here. This is skills I learned. I had to invest in that, but I give you here for free, so you get to listen that. So those are the things that clubs look. Okay, let's take for example real life example. So we talk of Jorge Mendes. Do you think Jorge Mendes he's just Mendes, they call them super agent now, but what do you think? How did he start? Have you ever checked this? Where did he start and how did he become super agent? He also had his humble beginning. He had to start from grassroots level. So you have to know that the beginning, you have to start from somewhere and build your credibility so that people can see your job. His first major connection was a Portuguese club, Jorge Mendes. Victoria de Guimarães was his first major club that he was working with them. He helped players there. He was bringing players there, and so on and so forth. So he started working But now, where does he works with all clubs in the world? He works with all clubs, the Real Madrid, the Manchester United, and all clubs. So start from a beginning level that everybody can know that this is your job. So, and when you're competent and doing things very well, you keep growing. So you have to remember that when you're competent, stick to the process, because this is not just a quick fix. Yeah, it's very important. And when you want to go to, let me say, you want to network in a smart way, message sporting directors on LinkedIn. Be very precise, as I said. Write short, precise messages. Introduce yourself in tournaments. Go to tournaments. Watch game. Follow up scouts, coaches on Instagram. This is what you like. Send reports, share data about, and ask questions about certain things that relate to your work. Be helpful, because in life they said this day and age you have to provide value. There's this one language one statement that everything is inside it. Provide value before you ask for value. Because once you don't provide value, no one listens to you. So provide value always to someone. So when you see someone, if your target is someone, this is also, I'll bring it back to networking. When your target is someone, always try to provide value first to that person before you ask for value. This is how it goes. Because once you provide value, the person there becomes soft and say, I need this person. Because think of it in like two ways. What that person will say, let me say, sporting director of a club, he needs good players. This person, you an agent, you need to take players to that place. So when you provide, when the person doesn't see you, you are like someone who's going to provide good players, it takes you out of the way and look for another person. So that's how it is. So always look at it like they need something and you also need something. But if you have that thing that you want, if they think you have that thing that you can give them, they are going to come after you. So that's it. So be productive and try to learn this method. So I hope most of you guys understood a lot of what I'm saying here. Okay. So I hope everyone understood. If you have something, you can always drop a message, and also put comments or everything. I'm going to reply back when I see your messages. Yeah. Okay. The agent, remember, the agent with the best relationship will always win. This is the last thing. This is one of the things I will say. Remember, the agent with the best relationship, which means the agent who has connections will always win. Smart. Start small. Stay consistent. Be persistent. Do follow up, because the journey of a thousand mile begins with a step. What I just mean by that is start gradually. For when you're consistent and stay focused, you're going to go to the top. Okay, guys. Okay, that was all for today that I wanted to give you guys, but it's so valuable. I hope you guys got value for this. So when you see this, make sure to like, share, comment, and also turn on your notification for the next video. See you and take care. Cheers.